this movie kind of proved that the oversaturation of Elvis Presley could really hurt him, not only at the music shops, the jukebox, but at the movies. Now, Flaming Star came out 1 month after GI Blues came out. Although it had a very sexy poster of Elvis on the front, it was basically too many movies of Elvis in too short a time. I think it was only 5 weeks apart. Now, it starred Elvis, Barbara Eden, and Steve Forrest, based on the book Flaming Lance, which came out in 1958 by Claire Huffaker. Critics agreed that Presley gave one of his best acting performances as the mixed blood Pacer Burton, a dramatic role. The film was directed by Don Siegel and had a working title of Black Star. Now, the film reached number 12 in the box office chart. Filmed in Utah and LA, as well as the Wildwood Regional Park in Thousand Oaks, a road near Willwood in Thousand Oaks has been named Flaming Star Avenue after the movie. Now, Presley played Pacer Burton, the son of a Kiowa mother and a Texan father working as a rancher. His family, including half-brother Clint, live a typical life on the Texan frontier. Life becomes anything but typical when a nearby tribe of Kiowa began raiding neighboring homesteads. Pacer soon finds himself caught between the two worlds, part of both, but belonging to neither. Typical Métis situation. Now, again, Barbara Eden plays Rosalind Pierce, Steve Forrest is Clinton Burton, Dolores Del Rio is Nettie Burton, and Richard Jekyll as Angus Pierce. Now, the film, again, was based on Huffaker's novel. Film rights were purchased by 20th Century Fox, and Nunnally Johnson was assigned to write the script. It was originally titled The Brothers of Flaming Arrow, then Flaming Lance. In May 1958, Fox announced that a film version would start shooting the following month. Johnson later recalled that the studio said he couldn't make it because it would cost too much for a Western, and a Western couldn't get in as much as it would cost, something like that. Now, Huffaker was asked to make rewrites. It took 2 weeks rewriting the script and only 10 days in the book. I hate to say it, but in rewriting the script, I think it makes a better story than my original. Now, Frank Sinatra and Marlon Brando were originally slated to play the brothers before Fox decided to cast Presley. Presley's previous film, GI Blues, had been a success at the box office and had led to one of his best-selling albums. Determined to be taken seriously as an actor, though, Presley asked for roles with fewer songs. Physically, he's right, said producer David Weisbart, who had produced Presley's first film, Love Me Tender. His army training and athletic interests he picked up there have left him in superb condition. Now, director Don Siegel shot tests with Presley wearing dark contact lenses, but decided that they detracted from Presley's acting too much and discarded them. Now, Fox insisted on an addition of 4 songs, and we spotted them where they came in naturally. Now, Fox wanted the theme song, so Huffaker changed the title to Black Star, which he felt would be more fitting for a song than Flaming Lance would be. He concocted an old Indian legend about a black star, and it was okay to change the title and have a song written about a star. Now, Presley did record a theme song, but it was later recorded as Flaming Star, using the same words and melody. Now, Johnson was contacted when abroad by Huffaker, who had written the original novel. He told Johnson that Presley was cast and wanted to know if Johnson objected to Huffaker having credit on the script. I've always objected to that, but I couldn't say no to the guy, said Johnson. He didn't do anything, as he admitted. I was wondering why in God's name he would go with Elvis Presley in this. All he did was put in a kind of hold-down dance, and Presley sang a song in the opening, and then they went right on into the picture. Now, filming started in August 1960, and the infamous comment that he slept with all of his co-stars, that Presley said, allegedly there was an affair on set between Eden and Presley. Parts of the film were shot in Del, Lone Rock, and Skull Valley in Utah, and filming also took place at Conejo Ranch in Thousand Oaks. Now, Barbara Steele, originally signed to play the love interest, was replaced during filming by Eden after studio executives decided that Steele's British accent was pronounced, though Steele claimed she had quit. Now, the film was released 1 month after GI Blues, but did not achieve the same degree of box office success, reaching number 12 on the Variety Box Office Survey of the Year. Film received generally positive reviews, with numerous critics lauding Presley's performance. Now, for some reason, according to an Associated Press report from Johannesburg dated May 31st, 61, South Africans were not allowed to see the film. Well, here's the reason. The government, which had strict laws to keep the races separate, banned the picture that same day because Presley played a son of an American Indian woman and a white man. A day later, 20th Century Fox, June 1st, appealed, convincing the South Africa Board of Censors to lift the ban as long as it would not be shown to the country's indigenous population. The film then opened to segregated theaters starting in Durban in early June. However, it was permanently banned in cinemas in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, as colonial government officials in those British territories were concerned that the movie could reignite racial tensions in the aftermath of the recent Mau Mau uprising. Now, a publicity still from the film was used by Andy Warhol to create several silkscreens, among them Nuver's version of Single Elvis, Double Elvis, Elvis times 2, Elvis 1-1, as well as 8 Elvises, and at least 4 triple Elvis paintings, an Elvis 4 times, and a larger Elvis times 11, which is currently housed in the Andy Warhol Museum in Pittsburgh. Sales generated by at least 70 silk screens through auction houses or in private sales as of May 13, 2021, are in excess of $380 million. Now, the film was released on video cassette by Key Video in February 1985 as a part of the release of 11 videos to mark the 50th anniversary of Presley's birth. It has also been released internationally on DVD and Blu-ray disc. Now, ironically, Harrison reports said that the movie was very good, but Charles Stinson of the LA Times praised the film as standard for his type a half-breed tragedy, but done well enough to head a program double bill. Now, Quentin Tarantino later called the film a truly great 50s Western and the most brutally violent American Western of his era. And watching it, you wouldn't think there would be so much anger in the movie, but that's what Westerns, kind of a preamble to the 1960s violence Westerns that were very big at the drive-ins. Anyway, this did really good at the box office. So that's our latest Elvis movie podcast. If you like what we're doing here on The King, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. And don't forget, this weekend they've been showing the repeat of the 68 comeback special. A lot of PBS channels. Check it out, especially the very interesting choreography, which kind of was ahead of its time and behind its time. Very interesting. It looks like a kind of a Bob Fosse style. I wouldn't be surprised if Bob Fosse was influenced by, the choreography on the show. Thanks for listening. Bye.